What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TVs. Before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to a subscriber for once again showing love to the channel. Much respect to Michael Land for the $20 donation via the PayPal. He says, hope to have a Steph discussion. He's probably talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about like more in depth about the injury and, there's some accusations about whether or not it was a dirty play by who was it? Marcus Smart and timetable for Steph and things of that nature. I'll probably do a video about that tomorrow on Too Raw for Sports. I was trying to catch up on Too Raw for TV today. We'll post a couple more videos on Too Raw for Sports today. But I'll probably talk about that tomorrow. And I'm of the belief though. I don't think it's as gloomy as some people make it out to be. That if Steph is out for a period of time, that means the end of the Warriors. I think that, people got to remember that this is why the supporting cast is there. The supporting cast is supposed to at least be able to temporarily plug in or try their best to make up for the loss of a fallen player. That's the way it's supposed to work. Um, I'm not saying long term, and I saw some reports saying the Steph should be back by mid-April. So that should be about playoff time. So by no means is the season over for those cats. So that's how I look at it. But once again, shout out to Michael Land for the donation. I really do appreciate it, brother. And to anybody that want to show love to this channel, if you choose to, you can do so in the links in the description box below via the PayPal or the Cash App or in the pinned comment in the comment section below. Now this video, I gotta admit, man, I did a video on my other channel, Too Raw for Sports. I think it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, where I talked about how, I guess now all 60-point games are equal, right? And I think it was that video where I mentioned that I think that Karl Anthony Towns is the best shooting center that I've ever seen. Now, when I say shooting, maybe I should clarify as far as range and outside shooting. I'm not saying in the post or mid range, but as far as just shooting the basketball from outside, I've never seen a better shooter. Now, this is where I notice people have biases and they aren't aware that they're showing them, but I peep shit out. I noticed a lot of people kept telling me, look, man, the best shooting big man is Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki, Dirk Nowitzki, Dirk Nowitzki. And there's a great argument for him, absolutely. Um, but first of all, I said center. Dirk didn't play center. Dirk played power forward. And also, while Karl Anthony Towns' career is not over, as far as shooting threes, I could make an argument he's better because as far as shooting threes, he takes more of them per game than Dirk did. I don't quite know how many Dirk took per game, but I'm going to assume it's something around four. I have to look at it again, 3.5 to 4. And over the last couple of years, Carlton Town has averaged between 5 to 7 attempts per game, and Dirk for his career is 38% on the dot for the most. I think round the dot, Dirk is a 38% career 3-point shooter, which is very good. Whereas Karl Anthony Towns is a 39.7% career 3-point shooter, which is right there in the range of a Reggie Miller or Ray Allen. So I'm like, what are these guys talking about? I didn't say big man. I said center. And why everybody throwing Dirk in my face? And then I see some people say, yeah, but, you know, Carlton Towns soft, he's soft, and I think to myself, well, why is he soft? Because he's shooting jumpers. Because I see, because big men are supposed to be down the paint and doing all the brutish shit, while all of the glitzy shit is supposed to be for perimeter players, guards. You know, I'm not saying that he's the best player I've ever seen or the best all-around shooting guy, center, but he is to me. I don't think there's much of a debate. Karl Anthony Towns is the best outside shooting big man I've ever seen. So I don't understand why there's this resistance. But you know what's funny? I have to clarify that for Karl Anthony Towns. But if I say, well, you know what? I'm not sure Steph is the greatest shooting player I've ever seen. I'll say he might be the most prolific three-point shooter I've ever seen, or maybe possibly the greatest three-point shooting player I've ever seen. But the greatest shooter, I'm not sure. Then I would say, well, what about Kevin Durant? Can make shots from all over the floor. What about Larry Bird, who could shoot well from deep and from mid range, great mid range game, score in the post, could score both hands equally well, and could do something that Curry and Kevin Durant could never do, and that is score efficiently and proficiently with his back to the basket. Why is he not up there? It's a lot of biased bullshit, man, when it comes to a lot of these conversations, man. You know, just like this whole thing with skill all of a sudden. Kyrie Irving is the most skilled player. That to me shows obviously a bias toward the present, recency bias, and a bias toward offense. Since when does skill only relate to offense? Isn't defense a skill? Isn't rebounding a skill? Isn't passing a skill? Isn't the art of blocking shots a skill? It's a skill to be able to anticipate and time a block shot. And Bill Russell perfected the art of shot blocking to the point where, he made it an asset defensively and offensively. What he would do is he would not only block a shot, but he would tap the ball into the direction of one of his, or he would try to the best of his ability, tap the ball in the direction of one of his backcourt players or just a teammate, and to initiate a fast break instead of just swatting the ball out of bounds and giving it right back to the opposing team. That's a skill. So to sit there and say that Kyrie the most skilled and all that, there's a lot of nonsense going on with these people on television, man. But anyway, I'm kind of just ranting in this video. I'm sorry, man. Just a lot of shit just aggravates me. But tell me what you guys think, man.